Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well and having a wonderful day today. And as always, I would love to thank all of my wonderful supporters for all of your love and well wishes. I truly appreciate it, and I just thank you for all the support that you've given to me and to my channel. You all are awesome and I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you so much. This is my third take for this video today, where I'll be answering your questions that you submitted to me. It's a busy day today. It's mine and my husband's 3-year anniversary. So every time I was about done with my video, I was been getting spoiled today and getting deliveries. And so with my iPhone, I can't pause my video and my dogs have been going off, so I had to redo it. So this is take 3. If you don't see me throwing cards, I've already thrown cards on them twice for a lot of these questions. So yes, I've been spoiled today, and I will share with you all everything that has been delivered. My husband got me some really pretty flowers with a balloon and some chocolates. And there's some chocolates. Those flowers are really similar to the ones that we had for our weddings. I love roses and lilies. I love the smell of roses, and yeah, so it was really thoughtful of him. And then my mother-in-law got us some edible arrangements. I don't know if you can see that. Some cupcakes. So we're set with some chocolate-covered strawberries and some cupcakes for later. So I want to say thank you, and I want to send some love to my husband Dan. Happy 3-year anniversary. I love you so much, and I'm so thankful for you and everything that you provide for me and our dogs. So thank you. It's been a really nice day so far. I wanted to jump on real quick before he gets home so that we can, I think we're gonna get sushi tonight, so I'm excited about that. So let me go through these questions once again and answer them for you. Bridget says, hope all is going great for you in your new job. Great to see you again. Thank you so much. It is going really good. I'm starting to get used to it, working in the mornings and then at night serving. So it's been a little exhausting, but yeah, it's going good. And I really enjoy being a barista at Starbucks. It's a lot of fun. Shannon B says, hello, Kevin. What is the best way to begin communicating with our guides? Do you have to meditate to make that connection? No, absolutely not. I think meditation can be very helpful, especially if you're just starting off. And I think the key with really communicating with your guides is clearing your mind, letting go of any stress that's going on or overthinking. That is really key to receive a lot of the messages. But talk to your guides. They'll send you signals and messages. A lot of people see repeating numbers or, something out of the ordinary, like a bird that isn't from your region that appears to you. A lot of times those are signs from our guides trying to send us some symbols to decipher their messages. So no, meditation isn't necessarily, although I do think it helps a lot if you're new at talking. But you can just talk out to them and tell them to send you signs, and you'll be amazed by everything that they send you. To clear your mind and really start noticing stuff, it becomes a lot easier. KS says, I swore I would not travel until I could do it without a mask. I'm not getting any younger and I want to travel before I'm not healthy enough to do so. So I'm taking a cruise the end of September. Masks are required on board and inside places. When will we be able to travel again without masks? I would love to go to Europe, but they are still in a mess. Do not want to wear a mask for many hours on a plane. Yeah, I definitely get that. And my guides told me that you will be safe on your cruise, so enjoy. I'm very jealous. I would love to go to do a cruise in Alaska. I've never been on a cruise, but I think I would personally, just for myself, would prefer to wait just a little bit. but I do think you'll be safe on your cruise. My guides have shared with me before that it's going to be a little rough from now until the end of the year, beginning of next year. But then I really see it dying down, and I see the travel industry starting to boom again come next summer. But a lot of people are going to be wearing masks for the next few years. It is something that we're going to get pop-ups of, and a lot of people just want to be safe and take precautions. And that's really all we can do is, get our vaccines and wear our masks to keep ourselves and others safe. So I do see people wearing masks for the next few years, but I do really see with the virus it easing up come the end of the year, and us being able to really enjoy some of our summer come next year, okay? Have fun on your cruise. Patty G says DeSantis is trying to copycat the Texas abortion laws in effect here in Florida. Well, it's not really a question, but I think she was asking. I do see him attempting to do it. I think it might go through, but as my guides have told me, and I wanted to do a card reading on this after I answer your questions, I don't see this Texas abortion law standing for very long. I think it will be out come the end of the year. The Supreme Court really just knew what they were doing when they decided not to take the case, and they clearly it goes against Roe v. Wade, and also I think you could argue that it goes against HIPAA laws because they have all these vigilante style, turning people in and suing them for money over their own private health information. It's not going to stand for very long. My guides have told me it will be out by the end of the year. So, yeah, I see it might go through in Florida, or him attempting to do it, but it won't stay in effect for very long. So, but I will throw some more cards on that and just see what the card energy has to say. Earth Mama says, it's good to see you too, Kevin. My question is, when will we start to see the truth coming out of the Justice Department about DJT? Everyone is giving up. Yeah, I feel with the Justice Department, I feel Merrick Garland's being very careful. He doesn't want to come across as biased or attacking the other party, so he's making sure that all of the evidence that they collect is ironclad before they start sending out these indictments. I've never personally seen Trump in jail. I've always seen him in a facility, because I see December being a really big month for Trump, and then I see a lot of lawsuits come next year. He's going to have a lot of lawsuits and a lot of legal fights ahead of him, and I see his mental decline being him using that as an excuse to get out of jail. He's not in very good health, and for entertainment purposes only, YouTube, I don't think he's going to be around too much. I know somebody asked about Barr too, and I feel like he's almost in the same boat. But yeah, I see them being very careful to gather the information, because they want to make sure that it's ironclad and that they're not going to appear biased or attacking the other party. So we just have to all take a deep breath, be patient. I've seen this for a while now, and the time frames are so hard to predict because we have free will that can slow down outcomes or change them. And so I see September being a big month for Republicans, in a bad way, in a negative way. But I think things keep on happening in the trajectory that's slowing it down, and so we just all have to be patient. It's coming. Next year I see a lot of lawsuits for Trump. So Chris Cochran asks what the purpose of the Georgia guidestones and who constructed them. What do they mean for mankind? This one was really hard for me to tap into. The energy is very weird and mysterious. I asked my guides when I first saw the question, because I hadn't heard of the Georgia guidestones before, and they said it's a mystery. I was like, well, no duh. So it wasn't very helpful. I threw some cards on it, and I got the High Priestess, which is all about mystery and hidden agendas. I know I got the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups reversed. I feel like with the energy that I was picking up from it, that the person who constructed them was very misguided, and I felt like they were kind of like a conspiracy theorist. Like they were trying to put out a lot of like chaos and apocalyptic energy, but I don't feel that it was very valid. Whoever they were getting their information from to construct those, it just felt very misguided, and it didn't feel like it was a very good energy to tap into. So I don't really think there's a lot of validity to them to actually have a purpose. So I wish I could have gotten a little bit more information on that for you. It's definitely very interesting, and maybe in the future I'll really try to sit down and focus on them. But that's what I was getting from the Georgia Guidestones. So I'm sorry I wasn't getting a lot more information for you. Mary Lloyd asks, my sister had a dream of bright light. The light separated into two, and white horses with wings came through. As they came through the light, their wings disappeared. I'm assuming she was asking the meaning of that dream. And what I was getting was it felt very angelic and loving energy. I feel like it was sent from her angels and her spirit guides, and it felt very healing, the energy that I was feeling from that dream. I feel like your sister has had a lot of emotional trauma in her past that she's been working through, and she needed some help from her guides and angels to get some healing and love to really get through a lot of those emotional issues. And so I believe that was the purpose of the dream, but it felt like it was very angelic and beautiful energy. So it felt very healing as well. Silver asks, I have a political question for you. What is the future of Black Lives Matter movement? Well, I definitely see the Black Lives Matter movement staying around for the next 5 to 10 years at least. We haven't heard a whole lot from them because we don't have a president right now who's outright a racist. But I still see them speaking their truth and standing up for what they believe in. And I see them being around and being big in the equal rights movement for many years to come. So we haven't heard the last of the Black Lives Matter. So, yep. Look forward to seeing them in the future. JL asks, hi Kevin, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the opportunity to ask. I am doing well, and thank you for submitting a question to me. They said, this might seem small on the grand scale, but their question is, India Walton is running for mayor in Buffalo, New York. She won the Democratic primary against Byron Brown, the current mayor. He is undermining her win and essentially pulling a Trump, and he will not accept her win and has asked to be put on the ballot for the November elections. I am more curious than anything about how this will go. I have a feeling she is meant to be mayor and wanted to ask. Yeah, I definitely see her becoming the next mayor of Buffalo, and I don't see him being put on the ballot. We can even say with all these Republicans with this crap that they've been pulling, it hasn't gotten them anywhere, and this is really poor sportsmanship and shouldn't be allowed, and I don't see it benefiting him at all. I don't see him on the ballot, and I see her winning. So I hope that answers your question. Lisa Loves Animal says, hi Kevin, you look great. You have had so much on your plate, but you look like you're thriving. Thank you. I'd like to know, please, where Bill Barr has disappeared to, and will he be facing any consequences for his actions? I feel like he's just laying low and trying to stay under the radar. He sees a lot of these lawsuits coming for him and doesn't want to attract more attention to himself. And I don't know if it's the January 6th commission or a different investigation commission from the House, but I definitely see him testifying, and that will be public. We'll be watching, giving information. So, as I said before, I don't feel good health from him. I feel he's a very heavy drinker, and I feel a lot of issues in his abdomen, his liver, and his guts. And yeah, I don't feel jail time for him, but my dogs are going off again, so I hope they're not. Hey! Sorry about that. I haven't seen jail time for Barr either. I have always felt it for Don Jr. and Jared Kushner. I definitely see them getting their justice that they deserve. But I do see him testifying to Congress, and my guides told me lawsuits. So expect to see that in probably the next year or two. And then I think my last question submitted was from M. Rhodes. Love to you, and another question, please. Do you see if Democrats will take the Senate in 2022, and when are we all going to be better towards each other? Well, I've shared with you before, my guides have told me that the Democrats will keep a slim majority in the House. I think that they will gain 2, 3, 4 Senate seats, or House seats, somewhere in there from where we're at now. Excuse me. So I still see it being very tight in the House, but where we get a lot of our gains, I feel, is from the Senate, and I'm feeling 4 to 6 net gains for the Democrats. So, and then with the gains, I don't see them getting rid of the filibuster, but I feel them making changes to it. I'm not feeling like the 2/3 vote to get stuff passed. I see it more like 55 votes. And I remember somebody was saying that a lot of civil and voting rights stuff, they'll end up changing the rules to where it's a simple majority, and that really resonated with me, so I would agree. I think it was Sterling who said that. Like I said, I felt like that was a definite yes when I heard him say that. So we're going to get a lot of stuff done after these midterm elections when the Democrats have a lot more control, and it's not so narrow in the Senate. So that's good. There's going to be a lot of division, I feel, at least for the next 5 years. But I do ultimately seeing with this virus, it's been so polarizing and really divisive and dividing us. But I see towards the end of it, it really bringing us together. And I'm not sure how, but this was meant to help bring us together. And I do see over the next few years it not being so polarized and so divided. I do see us coming together and being better towards each other, but it's just been a really crazy, chaotic period that we've had to deal with as the earth rebalances and realigns. Us as a humanity will go with that, with the earth, and rebalance, so it won't be so divided. So all right, I think that's it for your questions that you sent to me. Thank you all so much for that. I wanted to look into the Texas abortion law, just throw a few cards on that. Like I've said, I don't see that standing for very long. I also wanted to look at the energy around the rally, the protest rally on Saturday. I think I said in my video where I told you to submit my questions, I feel a lot of energy coming up this week with that. But I feel the FBI really being on top of everything, and I see 1 or 2 incidents that might slip by them, but for the most part, they are prepared for everything that's happening. I felt some injuries. I haven't felt any deaths associated with these rallies, but I do see some counter protesting and fighting between those two groups. So if you're in the DC area, I would really recommend that if you're thinking about counter protesting, I don't think it's a great idea, because I do think it will get a little violent, and we will be seeing that on the news. And I also kind of feel, I hope I'm wrong with this, I do kind of feel an explosion, but I don't feel any deaths or anybody getting hurt from it. I feel it's more of a diversion to get everybody's attention over here so they can try to do something else, and I don't see that succeeding. So it's gonna be on the news all week, and it's not gonna be a good look for the Republicans. And if anything, it's this along with that abortion law. If anything, they're really galvanizing Democratic and independent voters to come out and vote in the midterms, which usually doesn't happen. So it's going to be a historic midterm election, I feel. And there was something else I wanted to look at. The abortion, the rally. Oh, it wasn't the recall, but with the recall, I see us being a little anxious for it for the next few days, but Gavin Newsom he won't be recalled. He will stay in power, but it will be a little close, and it will be a little nail biting while they're counting the votes. I think it's a little closer than what they would like, but I do see him staying in power. There was something else I wanted to look at. I guess I'll have to look at it next time. But let me throw some cards on this Texas abortion and just feel what the energy is around that. And my fingers are starting to fall asleep, so I don't know how good I'll be at shuffling, but all right. God and my angels and spirit guides, please show me the energy around this Texas abortion law and if it's going to stand. I instantly heard no as soon as I asked that. What's the energy around this Texas abortion law? I definitely see it being a big issue in getting Democrats and independents out to vote, like I said. The Republicans are going to do a lot of nasty things that we're not going to like up until midterms. And it's going to really bring people out to vote against them. They think they have it in the bag, and they're going to be very disappointed come midterms. Please show me this Texas abortion law and what the energy around that is, Spirit. All right, let's see. I had a card flight out, and it was the Eight of Swords. Oh yeah, women are coming out to vote on this one. I get the Five of Swords as the signifier card, and this is a card at winning at all costs, but it's also a card of loss and defeat with the Ace of Swords, the truth coming out over it. We know why they're doing this. It's very clear to us with the sun above. And below, I get the Three of Cups, women coming out to protect their rights. They've been trying to manifest this in the past, but in the future, I get the Chariot, people coming out in droves to vote. So it's going to be a huge galvanizing issue. The Eight of Swords popped out as well, and a lot of women are feeling trapped because of this, and they will be coming out to vote. So I hope that gives you a little bit of peace of mind. I don't see it lasting. I feel by the end of this year, very beginning of next year, I don't see that staying in effect. So a lot of Republicans in these southern Republican states are going to try to adapt this because it's the one thing they can cling to, and it's just going to bring people out to vote even more. So, all right. And please show me the energy around this protest rally Saturday, Spirit. What can you share with me about this protest rally? All right, let's can you share with me about this protest rally? I'm going to pull a few clarifiers for this. They are so diluted. All right. So the signifier card is the Nine of Cups, dreams coming true. I see this as these rioters really trying to do anything. They're struggling to make those wishes come true. It's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, which is about disappointment. They didn't do enough to reap the harvest that they were expecting. The energy that's crossing the situation is the Five of Pentacles, which can be a jail card. It's a card of loss. So we will be seeing some arrests. Above, I get the Knight of Cups with the Two of Cups. The Knight of Cups isn't a bad card, but it can be somebody that's a little immature at times and a little overly emotional. Two of Cups is about partnership. In this instance, I'm seeing it as the two counter protests, the two sides. Queen of Cups, Mother of Intuition, is watching over us. I'm feeling it's more like the FBI foiling the Three of Wands they're planning for their attack. These people are just really trying to hold on to their past government. It's all they can do. But I see them walking away losers, feeling disappointed, upset. So I don't see this going on, and I'm not getting any disastrous cards with like the Tower or anything like that. So I don't think it's going to be anything super chaotic. It will be on the news and we will be watching it. On the cards underneath, I get the Ten of Swords, them feeling defeated, backstabbed, betrayed. And then it's interesting because I get the Page of Cups right next to the Seven of Cups, which is all just illusion, delusions, being very delusional. I mean, this Page of Cups, it's very imaginary with a flying pig, and they're just so deluded and brainwashed. And I get the Queen of Swords, Justice is in on this and watching it. So, well, I think that's about it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you like my content, I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel, and supporting me. If anybody's interested in a personal reading or looking to reach out, you're more than welcome to email me at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com, and I will post that in the description box of this link for you, okay? Well, I'm so glad that I was able to answer some of your questions. It was good hanging out with you all for a little bit, and I'll probably be on next week, so expect to see another short video of me asking you to submit your questions, probably Sunday or Monday, and I will jump on Tuesday or Wednesday next week and answer those questions for you, okay? Well, as always, I'm sending you all so much love and light and good wishes. Until next time, everyone, bye.